Mr. Speaker, and I just want to raise a point of order. Following last week's resignation, I'm deeply concerned that the position that I shadow for Minister for Women and Equalities remains vacant. And with more than half of the current cabinet opposed to equal marriage, I'm concerned that this brief has been undermined deliberately to roll back the hard fought for rights and protections. And Mr. Speaker, being a bit of a girly swat myself, I have calculated that when the following person is appointed, they will be the 10th to be appointed to the brief since 2010. It has moved departments 4 times, and if we have a new minister, it will be the 5th minister that I would have shadowed in just 2 years. Mr. Speaker, the government may groan on the other side. You don't even feel half the pain that we feel on this side of the House. Trump recently described Boris Johnson as Britain's Trump, which he was grinning like a Cheshire cat. And, Mr. Speaker, in the United States, we have seen what can happen when you place a racist and a sexist in charge of the country, implementing a Muslim ban for people arriving and leaving this country, banning trans people from serving in the military, pushing to allow businesses to turn LGBT customers away, or making it easier for LGBT people to be sacked, or telling the Squad, a group of 4 elected congresswomen of colour, to go back to their countries. Our Prime Minister is modelling his campaign on his mate Trump, and is proven by the fact that Number 10 recently carried out a so-called culture war on polling on trans people. It's a disgrace, Mr. Speaker, to equalities, and it's so obvious that the Tories don't care about this brief. Women have suffered 87% of the cuts, and we have seen a 375% rise in hate crime. Mr. Speaker, we cannot allow this kind of hateful and divisive politics to continue to infect the UK.